Hey guys, oh sorry, that was terrible lighting, laying down like that. Run! No, my hair looks messy too. I'm sorry you guys have to see me like this, but oh, it's Theater Geek 2317. Yep. I'm fat as fuck. Sorry I showed you guys that, but that's okay. Anyway, it's a nice day outside, so I'm gonna avoid being outside. Logic 24/7. So yeah, it's a nice day, nice bright and sunny day outside. It looks like it might rain actually, so I don't know. I was watching TV, but then I turned it off because I got obsessed with YouTube, and then I was like, I haven't made a video in a while, so we'll just do that. I actually haven't made a video since I uploaded the video game on my channel, which I don't know how well that's doing, because I haven't really been paying attention. That's what happens when school and whatnot comes. You stop paying attention to your channel, and then everybody's like, whoa, what happened? She's not been posting. What's going on? It's just like, I want to post and stuff, but it's just really hard when I have school and everything on top, and especially with one act and the way we're doing right now. We just had our, I want some Gatorade, sorry. Yeah. We just had our, God, I couldn't get open. Oh yeah, it's cold. I put it in the freezer so it'd get cold faster because Mom doesn't put them in the fridge ahead of time. But, we just had our by-district competition, and, we advanced, which was pretty neat. Me and our ensemble, which if you don't know anything about theater or anything, it's basically a group of cast members who talk or are in the scene at the same time, and they have like a group role together, like a group of people, like our protesters, our loyalists, our Republican people, our rioters, our people in the streets, it's just like kind of like that, or like people talking at the same time. That's an ensemble. We got the award for honorable mention all-star cast, and I was very proud of not only myself, because I felt more accomplished because that was my first award. Through all my years of one act play, I've only gotten one award, and that was that one last night. And I was not only proud of myself, which I was, but I was proud of everybody else because we did so good. We were on fire. That was probably one of our best performances, if not our best. People were saying that we beat one of our other schools in our district, which was really a good school. They think we beat them, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. They just wanted to keep them in suspense and call them last. But then again, the other school that they thought was going to advance over them could have advanced, but, it would have been very weird, if the school that we usually compete with, if they hadn't advanced, because we're always competing with them, no matter what. We're always with them. And it's just like, I couldn't think of what competition would have been like without that school there, because we're always with them. We're always competing with them. But I think on this one it's only like 2 go on, or it might still be 3. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. Making videos makes me thirsty. So I'll eventually get a medal. I didn't get it that night because one of the other girls had it, because they said we can fight over it later, and I didn't want to be in a fight, so I was like, nah, you guys can have it. It's not that worth it. And knowing I got the award was enough, and then they just gave it to one of the girls, I think. But we're all going to get one eventually, except the one that already has one, because she has the main one. And 2 of our actresses got all-star cast. And then our main guy, our only guy that's on the cast, he got Best Actor, which was really good. Our entire crew got Best Crew. And we did really good that time. And I felt confident that we can make it further. And it just all comes down to this next competition next Saturday at Grayson County. I think it's at the college. It might be at the high school. I don't really know. But next week, it all depends on that. Like, if we do well, we could keep going. And I mean, last year, this is the point to where we made it. We made it to area, and then we didn't do anything else because of, well, I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to go into it because it was just a lot going on, and we had some immature people, and I was kind of part of it because I was still learning and stuff. And I mean, I know I was a junior that year, and I was supposed to be mature and everything, but I still wasn't to that point. And I mean, this year I'm getting better. I really am. I'm trying, and I think everyone's doing very well. We're all kind of like a family, like we've adopted each other, kind of. It's like when you hang out with a bunch of people for that long extended time, and then you keep getting to hang out with them all the time after school and stuff, you kind of get to know people, and you kind of like get to, feel like you can trust them with your information, and they're kind of like your best friend / family. And that's why I always try to think of when I play members I think of them as like my second family, because, well, I mean, I love my first family, but my second family, they're the best thing, because you can talk to them, you can talk to your One Act Play castmates, and they'll understand you, especially if they've been your best friend since you were little, or since you got to the school in the first place, or since even freshman year. Like, the three main people that cover our play, well, I mean, the two older ones mainly cover it, but the three main ones that cover it, they're all siblings. They've been there since my freshman year, and that's what I met, and that's when me and our main guy started. We started at the same time, so we both auditioned for One Act, and we kind of got into it together, and we started doing it from then on. And then his sister joined in, and then this year his youngest sister was able to join, which we all wanted her to, because she's so spunky, and she's probably one of the shortest little girls you've ever seen, short, scrawny, but she's the most powerful little thing I've ever met in my life. She's so out there and crazy, and I love her to death. I mean, she's like that crazy little sister that's like, she's not like insane or anything, but she's crazy, but it's in a good way. And I really like that fact. And, yeah. But my One Act Play cast and crew, they're awesome. Our directors are amazing. I know I have a lot of sass towards them, mainly because one of them's my aunt, and I love her to death. I do. It's just like family. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have sass with you because I love you, but you're gonna have to deal with my sassiness. If you can't take sass, then what are you doing with your life? And my sister knows that too, because she's on our crew. And it's so weird, this being my last year, to be able to do One Act. Like, it makes me want to cry every time I get to the competitions, because I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking, if we don't go on, this is my last chance to be on this stage with y'all. And that really scares me, because, I'm gonna probably end up doing stuff for college, but who knows if they'll even like me in the college or want me in their plays or anything. And I think that's what scares me the most. And I don't tell a lot of people, but I'm a little scared to graduate because I'm going to miss everyone in that school. Well, not everyone, but everyone that's ever been a friend to me and actually cared about me in the first place and didn't really talk crap behind me. And I know who those people are, and they do too, hopefully. And the main person I'm going to miss is my theater teacher / director, because she has been like another mom to me. Like, ever since I got into 7th grade, I was going to the school, and I was new, and I was nervous, and I was glad that I would be able to make new friends, but I missed my old ones, and I got into her class, and that was crazy, and I thought, what is this crazy lady doing? And then I kept hearing my aunt talk about this one-act play practice she was always going to, and I begged her for weeks to let me go because I wanted to see what it was about. And so finally, one day, on spring break, my aunt took me to a one-act play practice. I sat in the back on the bleachers because we had to practice in the gym because we don't really have a stage. I sat in the back, and I sat on the front steps of the bleachers, the ones that were slightly pulled out, and my aunt and our director, they sat more forward towards the gym floor, and the cast of that year was set up, the scene was set, and I watched. But they had to stop because we were waiting on a girl to show up, and then she just didn't. So they were like, we need to start, but we need someone to read her part. And so the director leaned over to my aunt and was like, hey, can you read that part? And my aunt was like, I think she was just like really tired or something. She's like, I kind of just want to watch today. And then the theater teacher, she turned around and looked at me, and she was like, hey, do you mind reading this for us? And I was like, no, I don't care. So I got up there and I started reading the lines with them, and I acted the way I thought the character would act. And so every day from then on, my aunt would take me to one-act practice if I wanted to go. Of course, I always wanted to because I had such fun the first day. And almost every day, I had to fill in for somebody because somebody wasn't there. I had to fill in. And every day, for a few days, I had to use the script, but after that, I didn't. Like, I knew the whole play. I could recite everybody's lines to you. And that really shocked my theater teacher. She was shocked at how fast I memorized and everything. And the next year, she turned me into the 8th grade intern. I was at every practice. I knew the whole script like the back of my hand. And I was there. I was there for the practices. I was there for everything. I went to the first competition, and I watched them. I did. I watched them. And it was really fun. And then I started as a freshman. We did Ice Wolf. I was one of those mean girls who picks on the main person, and that was fine with me. I didn't care that I had a sub part. It's just as long as I had a part. And, I was kind of like wondering how I was going to get it across because I'm not a mean person. I don't want to be mean to people. But, that's the world of acting. You have to change who you are just to turn yourself into somebody else. Because you're not you in one act. You're somebody else's character. And you have to turn yourself and make that change to be part of that. Not like actually change yourself, like make yourself the mean girl, but change your persona when you're performing. And that's one of the hardest things I had to do, was change my persona and try to be that mean girl. But I did really good that year, and that was, it wasn't a good play. I wasn't going to judge it that year, but now looking back, it wasn't a very good one, which now it doesn't surprise me why we didn't advance. And then sophomore year, I did better. I actually got a main part because one of our girls had to drop out because she left the school. And I think I've talked about all this before, but oh well. I forget what I talk about in some videos. But yeah. So all that happened. But I'm very proud of this year's one act. I feel like we can make it further if we keep trying our hearts out, and if we keep practicing. I know some people are getting tired of practicing every day, but it's what we need if we want to win. the whole logic behind practice is to make us better. Not that we're any worse than we were before, but it's to help us stay at that better state. Because if we want to get better, we have to practice. If you want to win, you have to practice. I don't think anybody who's won anything in their life didn't practice before they went into the competition. I think that most people that have studied hard are going to go far. Like Michael Phelps, I'm pretty sure he had to train his whole life in order to get that swimming medal. Gabby Douglas, she was the Olympist. She trained to be that Olympist and get that gold. That's why we need practice, because practice just makes us better. Not that we were bad in the first place, not that there's anything we really need to change. I mean, we might change a few things now that we're going on and thinking about things. I know she's going to fix our flags because she doesn't like the way they are right now. Or it's not the way she doesn't like the way they are. It's just one of the flags is facing backwards, so we have to fix it. And, yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm tired of recording, and I don't know, I just wanted to say, I wanted to share the news, and I wanted to see how you guys were doing. So if you guys have any ideas for me to do anything else on this channel, if there's anything you want me to do on this channel, just leave a comment down below. If you want me to do anything, I don't know what else you want me to do. You could tell me to keep doing my vlogs. You can tell me to do challenges and stuff, or video games more. I don't know, just whatever you guys want me to do. So I might try to get more people on this channel, not for a long period of time, but have special guests, maybe people from my school, my best friends, maybe, I don't know. But we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how life turns out for me. So, well, that's all for today. I love you all. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you like it, click that like button, I love you all. Okay, bye.